Hey everyone, day 2 for our Advent calendar. But before we get to that, I just want to pass on an update to Pokemon Go. There's been a huge update, and it has to do with a lot of mechanics. First off, up to this point, you could only go as high as level 40, and that was it as far as experience. But they have now changed that. You can now go up to level 50. Now you will still need experience points, but there is an additional requirement in order to level up. And that is you have to complete a set of difficult tasks. Like where I am still on my, I'm on level 40, going for level 41. I have more than enough experience points to reach it, but I have to complete these tasks. One of my tasks was to power up a legendary Pokemon 20 times. Now you have to go through a lot of 5-star raids or feed some rare candy in order to complete this task. Another one which I expect to do today, which is catch 200 Pokemon in a single day. And of course you will need a lot of Pokeballs. And this one, this other one, this one's going to take a little while, and that is to win 30 raids. So once I complete all those tasks, I can level up to level 41. And unlike the other field tasks that you have in there, you don't have to go in there and tap anything to confirm the completion of your tasks. But this is what it's going to look like. And the reward for level 41 is just a set of glasses. That's all it really is. The next thing that they have updated is now we have Candies XL. Now let me bring up one of my Pokemon, Turtwig. Now, normally, in order to evolve or power up, you need candies. But before now, you would max out at a certain point. But with Candy XL, where you were when they maxed out, you can now power them up even further by using Candies XL. Now you can get them by either catching the higher level Pokemon that you catch, the more likely you are to get XL candy. Or, if you go into the little menu there, you can exchange candies for Candy XL. Every 100 candy will exchange into a Candy XL. And from my research in here, in order to power up the first time with XL candies, you need 10 of them, which would mean that, not counting any catches that you make, you need 1,000 candy in order to power them up once. And I just got this notification that the Pokemon storage, how many you can hold at once, has now been expanded to 4,000. And of course you will need coins in order to expand your storage. Let's see, there was another change to the game, and that is that we now have Kalos region Pokemon. So we are now at Gen 6, and one of the ones that have started showing up is Esper. Esper at this time is raid only, but he's only a level 1, so he's not that hard to take down. So you can do this solo. So that should fire up fans try to get back into the game, because it really needed an update, and I think this will really help with it. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, let's go to the Advent calendar and see what we got. Okay, so, by the way, hopefully this, I've changed my lighting to cool, which will hopefully help with the focus here. All right, number 2 is all the way on the right side, so let me see where the door is. There it is. And we have Meowth. All right, Meowth from Gen number 1. And still a consistent character in this series. Always paired up with Team Rocket. But Meowth, now, of course, we see him standing on his 2 legs. Normally he would be on all 4, but the Meowth that we know in the series taught himself how to stand on 2 legs. But Meowth is the Scratch Cat Pokemon, and only has 1 evolution, and that's to Persian. Meowth is a normal type Pokemon, not really one that you would use for battle, but it does have a a move that he's the only one that can use, and it's called Payday. The Koban on his head, that's Japanese for charm, can be used as a weapon. If you use Payday, it does cause physical damage to the opponent, and will also pay extra money at the end of the battle if you win. And there's also 2 alternate versions of Meowth. Of course, we got the Kanto version of Meowth. We have the Alolan version of Meowth, which he is a dark type. And more recently, we had the Galarian version of Meowth, which looks a lot more fearsome, and he is a steel type. And Galarian Meowth is the has a different evolution, and that is up to Berserker, which he would evolve at level 28. For Alolan and Kanto version Meowth, you would same thing. You would just have to go to level 28 in order to evolve to Persian. And Meowth does have a Gigantamax form in Gen 8, and let's just say it's playing on the meme of Long Cat. But an interesting fact about the Alolan version of Meowth: he was introduced to Alola as a gift to royalty. And the luxurious royal lifestyle soon led Meowth diverging from its origins and becoming selfish, prideful, and cunning. Thus why he has the dark attribution. But like I said, we are a lot more familiar with the Kanto version, the very first version. Like I said, he continues to appear in almost every single episode of the series. I think the only one that he does not show up in is the very first episode of the whole series back in the Kanto region, mainly because Ash did not run into Team Rocket yet. He had just started on his journey. And in fact, there is a whole episode dedicated to Meowth as far as his backstory, and including how he taught himself how to walk, how to speak English. And that's another thing I forgot to mention, is that he's the only I think there were some other ones. There were other Pokemon that do speak English, but it's usually telepathically. This Meowth is the only one, at least to my knowledge, because I've just started getting back into it just a few years ago. I have played it. I've watched the very first series, some of Orange Islands, and I just fell out of the series itself. I've played games Gens 1, 2, and 7. But Meowth is the one who can actually talk. Of course, only Team Rocket's Meowth. But yeah, including his backstory, including living on the streets of Hollywood, and he had a love interest, but unfortunately got shot down by Meowsy just because when he started walking and talking, she dismissed him as a freak. But Meowth is going to be in this series constantly, and of course he does not just appear in the Pokemon games. He also appears as a Pokeball summon in Super Smash Brothers, both in the original, Melee, Brawl, and for 3DS and Wii U, and he is also in Ultimate, and also appears as a spirit. And every time I've seen him on there, he uses his signature move, Payday, which just which he just sprouts coins all over the place and just causes minor damage. So that's pretty much all we have for Meowth, and day number 2 of our Advent Calendar. 2 down, 22 more to go. So recapping, we had Eevee on number 1 and Meowth on number 2. Alright, so we'll be back tomorrow for another one, and we'll see you later.